I feel like it's going to be Bruce Lee, but we'll see. We still have one more match coming up in the semifinals for you guys. It's going to be Project Horizon versus Death by Spit. This is going to be Hot Biscuit Wuzak versus Blanks Kababi. Blanks and Kababi we've seen before, but Hot Biscuit and Wuzak, we haven't seen them play today.
I'm a personal fan of Hot Biscuit, mostly because I personally love playing Ashka. He's the one I play the most, so I love watching what Hot Biscuit can pull off with that character. And he's going to pair himself up with Wuzak. They're going to try and get those stun combos. We've seen him do it before. Trying to get that chain CC, put a lot of burst damage on, but now they're against the Pestilus. We'll see how it goes out. Kababi and Blanks did such a fantastic job in the match we saw earlier. Wuzak's going to try and close in, wants to try and get that first stun off. Hot Biscuit does use his mobility, his spacebar. He's going to have an Ignite M1, but he does miss it. Going to try and get some M2s out, some heals. Will come from Blanks. Now Wuzak has closed in a bit, and that orb will get easily taken by Project Horizon from the strong M2. The camouflage comes out, but he won't have the range.
Oh, looking real awkward. That queen there is going to allow Blanks to survive the time that Wuzak was in camouflage. There's a beautiful X-Strike onto Hot Biscuit. They're losing a lot of health. The stun will be avoided as well by both Kababi.
The seed is out. Oh, the end cap comes out on one. The stun will come out. Oh, just pushed away from the haste. Q, fantastic from Kababi, and now this orb is going to get taken. Countered from Death by Spit. They're going to have now 1 orb to 1. Hot Biscuit's got a full stick of butter. Will he be able to land an ultimate, or will he use it for maybe some Purifier, as they do not have some sustain?
Kababi just demonstrated exactly why the Pestilus Taya combo is so strong. Having the Tornado as well as the pushback, there's a lot of options that you can use to help protect your teammate.
Hot Biscuit just getting outranged perfectly, and another orb is going to go to Project Horizon. Hot Biscuit uses his space to pick up a bit, which means he doesn't have Purifier. He has no sustain right now. He's got to be careful. The haste being a little bit too hard. Kababi's ultimate is out. Can they get enough CC on her? The Deceit does come out, but he's getting poked through it.
Oh, no.
Jumping into the Queen again. Blanks, fantastic use of your invulnerability frames. The ultimate does come out. They're now trying to go on Blanks.
Hot Biscuit is too low on health to really continue. Whoa, wait.
Oh my, Blanks actually takes a lot of damage, but the ultimate is out.
It's going to be up to Wuzak to make something happen, but I think that they might just be too low. Even in a 2v1 situation, I think Project Horizon has enough health to make it happen.
Hot Biscuit, be careful. There it is. Oh, Krug will go down.
Not a big connection until the final moments there where Hot Biscuit uses ultimate. And I think that's really the key here. You have to kind of use Deceit and Camouflage from Krug to pull out cooldowns instead of actually expecting to land anything on it. Unfortunate scenario, but that's kind of how it is. And I think Hot Biscuit just lost too much health in the early game to be able to make anything happen in a trade. We'll see if they can take the second round here, but Project Horizon just playing out slowly and methodically, using their cooldowns really well. Simple kiting.
Kababi utilizing haste to actually trade out a lot on those M1s and win a lot of the trades, getting just in range to land one of her boomerangs and then backing right back out so the Hot Biscuit can't land one, and the boomerang is going to get a double hit. It's going to go in, come back out. It'll deal reduced damage, but you'll still get, I think it's close to 20 if it hits both. So a single M1 deals about 20 damage, give or take. Actually, let me double check that, because I know it's reduced damage a bit here or there. So single M1, yeah, 19.8 max damage if it hits on the way back. So she'll go in with her haste, poke it, and then come right back out so that he can't get a poke right back on her. And with no sustain, they have to be very careful. They want to get a lot of orbs, and they want to make sure that they use whatever health abilities they do have.
Ooh, Hot Biscuit's positioning wasn't quite around the wall enough. He will actually dive in onto Blanks. Let's see if they get any cooldowns out here. There's a first jump from Wuzak. Gonna spend the second one to avoid the X-Boomerang. Gonna spend the C here. Gets the incapacity on Taya. That might be big, but the Infest will protect Taya just a little bit. Look how much mitigation there is.
Literally nothing. She's back to full health already from heal, but now Blanks has to be careful. His space is down, and they know it.
Down as well.
If they can get a chain CC, here it is. The first stun goes down. His space actually doesn't go into Taya. He has to run away.
Oh,
and it chase down ultimate. Pestilus goes down, and Kababi now left all alone.
Nice pressure from Wuzak and Hot Biscuit. That's what we're talking about. You can't get greedy for the perfect setup. You need to spend cooldowns to get cooldowns, and they do it. Infest gets spent onto the Taya, and Hot Biscuit and Wuzak were able to just collapse onto Blanks when he had no Infest up. One of the big things there was Kababi went to grab the center orb, and I think that was a big mistake. Kababi wasn't available to really peel for Blanks. Already spent the pushback, and I don't know where the tornado was, but really just exploded.
Blanks isn't showing us Pestilus' weakness very often, but that right there is a prime one. When his spacebar is down, when he has no more Infest, he is a sitting duck. They took the damage, they got the chain CC they've been trying for a few times. It's hard to rely on it, and I'm glad that they're not actually trying to play around that combo too much. But the moment they know they can land it, they did it, and they just punished him, chased him down, get an Ashka ult for the final blow to really just take Blanks out of the picture. You got to be careful. Make sure that Blanks does have the support from Kababi, or at least maybe a tornado to help rescue him from a situation he can't spacebar out of. Ooh, the Queen is actually vulnerable through that stun, but the Queen will go down very quickly now. Kababi taking the damage. The Firewall to stop Hot Biscuit from taking any damage. The Infest will go up, protect her from some damage. They're actually going to be able to get this orb as well. Almost sniped from a Kababi M2, but that orb will go to death by Spit.
Ooh, dodges the panic as well, and Wuzak has a lot of pressure here. There's the Infest that gets spent, and they're very close to the ultimate, but the positioning is a little bit awkward. Let's see if they can make something happen. Blanks is now facing head-to-head to Hot Biscuit. He pops the Queen out, but Infest is going to be available.
Oh, gets them both!
There's the ultimate out from Hot Biscuit, and Infest is spent to try to help tie a run, but Kababi gets hit by a stun, and that could mean a lot of pressure onto him. Let's see, ultimate is popped. The Firewall is going to stop!
Oh,
really
that is
great.
fantastic. The Scarab actually only one lands on Croak, another lands on the Queen. Oh, what a Petrify, getting the both of them, landing some fireballs as well. Now they're really starting to play against this combo.
Wuzak and Hot Biscuit have much less sustain though, so they need to make sure when they spend their resources they get a lot more in terms of damage. The orb will go the way of Project Horizon, I believe.
Yep.
And Hot Biscuit is actually in a lot of trouble here. He could take a ton of damage, gets
he
panicked
puts the
up.
firewall up, but
There's
he gets
a Piggy.
pulled through it.
Oh, and Blanks is getting it real low too. Pure Fire gets spent, but there's nothing to hit. And Wuzak is super low.
Oh no, he tried to get a hit to heal up, but he ended up getting taken down by a TIE F1. Wuzak solo, it was looking like they were gonna take this, but turned around. Kababi still with so much health.
That's a very basic rundown of the problem of running double DPS without sustain. Is that every time you connect, you need to make sure that your connection is big. They did a lot of fancy moves that pulled out a lot of cooldowns, and for all intents and purposes, if they were running a standard lineup of DPS healer, they would have been in a really good spot. But the fact that they didn't have a healer was every single bit of damage they took initiating as well as on the exit, stayed. Right? I think one of the big things that really hurts is that Hot Biscuit was the one that took an early chunk of damage in kind of the opening moments of the round, and he has less sustain than Wuzak does. Wuzak has a double spit that'll help heal up. He has a heal on leap, and Hot Biscuit really only has the shield on his jump as well as Pure Fire when he spends bar to heal up. They need to make sure that Wuzak is a frontliner for this composition, I think.
The Queen almost getting taken down. Trying to get those heals. Blanks is already used to spacebar. He's got to be careful. But the stun comes out from Hot Biscuit, so they won't get any chain CC. Good placement, though. Take a look at that. Blanks knowing he'd be vulnerable. Tried to hide on the other side of the wall, but now they're going to start trying to chase him down. But I believe it should be coming up soon. There's the end cap. Oh, tornadoed out of that stun combo. But then he lands right into another one.
Oh, Blanks actually misses his infest.
Oh,
and Hot Biscuit has
firewall.
conflagration. Oh, good X strike. Dodges the panic. Gonna use a fireball here, hit Kababi twice, but I think Wuzak wasted his camouflage there, actually did not get the connection. And again, look at how much chip damage Hot Biscuit and Wuzak are taking.
Uh-oh, the Piggy is out, and they will secure orb with it. That is now 2 orbs to 0, but he will. Oh, there's the stun combo. The shield will protect her a lot, but the ultimate at least goes wasted. And it's looking like Ash goes really close. Hot Biscuit does have an ultimate. The firewall will go up. He has 125% energy, so he can build it up again. Oh, just tornadoing out of that, but now Blanks might be in a vulnerable spot. The Infest is down, and now he knows.
Kababi. He's trying to go toe-to-toe right now. Scarabs is being popped on Wuzak. They will get the orb and dodge away, and there's the incapacity, and there's no more Scarabs for you. Gets the stun as well. Where's the tornado? It's not on cooldown, maybe?
There's a really high cooldown. I don't know if he still had it. The Infest is out. He actually goes for the health instead. Oh, Hot Biscuit trying to predict it and put the stun under the health.
Oh, gets the in-cap.
There's the in-cap. A firewall goes out as well. The conflagration will destroy the Queen. Now he's going to try and put it on Blanks, but he's got to be careful. The damage from Petrolus could actually finish somebody off. The orb gets pushed away and gets taken again by Project Horizon.
Every second counts right now for Death by Spit. They need to make every single move they choose pay out. Hot Biscuit has a lot of butter right now, and he's got 5 energy. He's going to be able to build up his ultimate. This could be the setup. You could die right here. The ultimate. No, the timing was good. Hot Biscuit knew he had to get the double ultimate to CC both of them, but the tornado comes out, and they miss their chance, but they're going to get a lot of ground off of that. Infest was going to run out. Kababi gonna take a ton, jumps out of there.
Hot Biscuit has to be careful. He just used his space, so we will not have Pure Fire up for a while. He's gonna get maybe a stun. He tried to M2. He gets the conflagration though, negating any damage from Kababi, dealing all the damage himself. He goes for some heals while Wuzak puts the pressure on Blanks. Kababi takes a little bit of max out damage, and this orb will again go to Death by Spit. The map closes in. He gets pushed out. They have to be careful though. Hot Biscuit is looking really terrifyingly low.
The Infest is still there and actually comes out of it. Here comes the Scarabs, and Hot Biscuit will go down. And again, Wuzak having to face their fears of running a double DPS composition. They had good connection, but the sustain just isn't there. And Petrolus has a lot of throughput for healing. 890 protection.
That's obscene. That's 4 times a single person's health bar. That is literally 4 champions totally healed up. Absolutely phenomenal. I was expecting Hot Biscuit to maybe use Purifier there kind of towards the end. He had 50% energy, but he's using space to maybe get out of damage. But again, he knows he's kind of outranged by Taya, especially with the haste. So even Purifier comes out. Taya knows to kind of go in, poke, let the boomerang hit, come back. You're not going to be able to land any damage because you don't heal unless you actually make connection.
It's such an interesting situation, right? He had 5 bars of energy. And what that means is that you can spend an EX bar and then also have the butter to use an ultimate. In that scenario, he actually chose to spend energy on the firewall rather than on Pure Fire, which I think was a good move because it still helps you defensively, gives you the conflagration, allows you to do damage, but it's also not healing you at the same time. He was able to trade out damage against Blanks in that scenario because they're both ranged characters. You put the firewall down, you get stronger, your opponent can't deal damage back to you, so you get good trades. But maybe if he had spent the Purifier and healed up and then just dodged side to side well enough, that might have been a better option because he could have healed up, dealt damage to Blanks, and then set up a situation where Blanks had to get away and then use his ultimate to punish. So many little things just did not go perfectly for them. They had a good setup onto Blanks, but the Tornado was available. Hot Biscuit tried to get the double ultimate, but missed the timing, and the Tornado happened to go on Blanks anyways. And I think in that situation, when they landed the in-cap on Blanks, maybe the target to go for is Taya, right? Even though Blanks is a target that's a little more squishy and has less cooldowns, maybe the target at that moment is Taya because you know that damage is going to be much more effective, and you need things that will hit big, right? You need to do a lot of damage in one go, not pretty good damage, and then try to reset the situation, because every single opportunity you take, every single swing you take, you're spending health to do that. You're spending time to do that.
And I think something we didn't talk a lot about is the positioning from Pestilus and Taya. A lot of times Pestilus would, he'd infest Taya, and Taya would haste and run away. And they were able to just kind of reposition on another part of the field, and they'd stay close together. Pestilus, there was a time where his spacebar was down, but he managed to put himself in a place where he couldn't get punished. He was behind Taya. He put himself in the corner, so he was able to protect himself with the Queen as well. One of the few people I know that actually capitalizes from being in a corner because he's able to put that Queen down. He can still kind of spacebar away. He can infest the Queen and then infest an enemy and then maybe jump away again. So really interesting mechanics coming from him. So this is actually going to be a Hot Biscuit replay. I'm a big fan.
Hot Biscuit.
Not to sound biased. I hope anybody wins, but I do like watching Ashka. The Ashka-Crow combo, we watch what it can do, and the max damage it can put on is just phenomenal. And as you said, they have to make sure they put that big damage on. Yeah,
I like this punish on Blanks. They were really running him out of cooldowns, and the position Kababi has is actually really tough. He just gets a bar here for Tornado, but I think this is just a real tough spot here. Tries to use a pushback to peel just a little bit, but Hot Biscuit will be able to chase and spend the ultimate. And, oh, actually, yeah. There it is. No bar at all. Spent it on something else.
But they weren't able to take the win. I mean that round, yes. But I think you don't want to rely too much on that. But as you said, you kind of have to. You kind of have to put that heavy pressure on because Pestilus is such a strong healer. So bursty. He gets those really strong bursted M2 heals. And even putting that Queen out, good consistent pressure as well. And presence on the map, which I think is something very underestimated. The only champion that can have presence in more than one place. Yeah. So that Queen can deal damage, especially if he builds the panic on it, so you have to make sure you avoid it, or else then you're going to be CC'd as well. He can also take it down whenever he wants if he M2, so he can explode his own Queen to deal damage. If he wants to build, he can push it around, which isn't, we don't see too much utility in that one. I think you just want to place it better over having to rely on moving it. Plus, I think that BattleRekt can be better utilized in that round. But either way, fantastic play from both teams. We'll see if they can pull it out. I'm assuming we're going to see the same team comp. I haven't seen Hot Biscuit and Wuzak change pretty much all season when they're together. They do the Croak Ashka combo quite a bit. And going into map number 2, we're going to see who else is going to make it into our grand finals of our grand final.
Is it going to be Death by Spit, or is it going to be Project Horizon? And so far, Blanks and Kababi are looking real good. Camouflage here is going to whiff. Good pushback from Kababi. Wuzak's in an awkward spot.
He's got to be a little bit careful. The haste will come out, though. Now Kababi is a bit of a target. They're actually going to go instead on one. Look at him. Oh, there it is with the Tornado just getting him out. The one good part about that is no matter how CC'd he is, he can get Tornado by an ally. He's now infested. He has to deceit. He's going to get Kababi. Oh, the stun actually goes just on the wrong target. And he'll get pushed away as well. Wuzak is looking dangerous already.
Hot Biscuit trying to find a way in. He has a full stick of butter, and so the next time Blanks uses it could be really bad. And there it is. Good positioning here. He's going to try to punish, but the Tornado comes out. Kababi read it. Everybody knew it.
Fantastic read from Kababi. It was a good flick by Hot Biscuit. It actually did land on target, but the Tornado saved him from any damage. And now we're going to see Hot Biscuit try and put that pressure on target. trying to take Blanks down before Kababi can finish off his ally. Will he be able to? I do not know. Wuzak has 8 health. He's going to try and heal a bit. Oh, he has to get out of that. He's going to try and deceive. Can he put a stun on Kababi? No, he missed it just as the ultimate came out. The firewall will save him from some damage, but Wuzak's going to go down. The Piggy will proc. And now Blanks is going to have an ultimate as well. Has to infest his way away from the damage. Look at the placement again, putting himself behind protection.
Hot Biscuit, or rather, Blanks and Kababi are playing so well together. They have good coordination. They have a good read on the game. They know exactly what Hot Biscuit and Wuzak want to do to try to get in, and they're playing against it really well.
Making a jerry-rigged conflagration by M2ing through his wall. He's not at that BattleRekt just yet, but still trying to put as much damage as he can. Orb number 4. Take a look at that. 4 orbs going to Project Horizon, and he will go down. Project Horizon. Horizon.
Scarabs are so good.
Scarab is so strong. So much damage. 50. If you can land a single Scarab and it can't get healed up, it's 50 damage. And as we know, this team has no sustain. So that is a lot of permanent damage you'll be putting on. That is immediate 10 off the max, unless he purifies through it or picks up an orb.
Hot Biscuit and Wuzak are in trouble. I think they need some creative ways, or they need to be more patient. They need to have a better read on the options that Kababi and Blanks have to peel. In that case, spending the ultimate into the tornado was really, really bad. And Blanks got away from that situation free, and Wuzak lost a ton of health. It's a good stun to land. We'll get a little bit of damage onto Kababi, but they can just heal it up. I mean, this chipping damage really amounts to nothing except for building meter for Hot Biscuit and Wuzak. And that's kind of the big problem. When you do damage, it has to stick.
No, no, they're gonna. They know it's down. They're gonna hunt down Blanks. Here it is. He puts down the Queen, but they're just gonna ignore it. Hot Biscuit does go through it.
This is bad. There's a stun on the floor. Oh, the infest comes back up.
And there's no tornado. There's no energy. So can he get an ultimate? He will. Blanks will get hit. He puts the Queen down to try and protect himself. But Blanks actually might get hunted all the way down. He will completely melt it down. And now Kababi's left all alone to use a tornado, but he will not be able to build up an ultimate unless he gets this orb.
I like the initiation for Hot Biscuit and Wuzak. I like how aggressively they play, and they kind of need to do that. They need to take the risk. We'll try to take down. Nice, and the dash will do it.
Yeah,
Bobby will get taken down.
I don't see Taya being able to get away from these two jumpy maniacs.
Committing onto the 2v1 there against the Blanks was so important there, and they need to take that risk. They need to win out that trade in the early moments of the game. Otherwise, they will never have enough pressure to make anything happen. I think that if they had continued poking as they were kind of initially, it would have been really, really bad. But then they just decided, hey, we got to go in, and they did it, and it was great.
Now we'll see. 1 round to 1 round. Can Death by Spit stay alive in the semifinals here? Hot Biscuit trying to get a blind stun on the other side.
They could try to get in. Hot Biscuit is a little bit far. They might connect onto Kababi here. Tries to dodge the extract, but will not get it. Blanks is a little bit low, and Wuzak is just continuing to pressure. And this is what we're talking about.
Oh, there it is, the conflagration.
The infest is down as well.
Their tornado is down as well. They have to be careful. They might have gotten the orb, but now Blanks is literally just a sitting duck. There's nothing he can do to protect himself. Oh, take a look at that Kababi, though, using everything he can, trying to haste, trying to pull away. The Deceit will come out. There's stun number 1. Oh, but he gets stunned while in there. There's a tornado, though.
Infest is up as well, and Wuzak lost a lot of health. The mobility was great from the side of Project Horizon, and that's what's really going to help them out of that situation.
Oh, Hot Biscuit couldn't push it away, and another orb. That is 2 orbs now. Blanks will put down. Oh, Wuzak's got to be careful, though. If he dedicates too much to the damage, he'll take a punch himself, and he will. He goes to Deceit to try and protect himself. Oh, he couldn't get in there, but now they have a little bit of center control. Hot Biscuit does have a full ultimate, but Wuzak won't be able to follow up with much. He now has enough for a single Deceit, so if they can get a good combo, if they can pressure enough, another orb gets sniped by Taya. Project Horizon now with 3 orbs to none.
Oh, the panics are so good from Blanks here, and here comes a Piggy at risk of getting incapacitated.
Oh, ripped through that with conflagration. The ultimate doesn't take any damage, or deal any damage, I should say. Wuzak trying to heal up with his M2s. He does hit Kababi. Slowly trying. Oh, here it comes.
Watch out for the Scarabs. They will kite out of all of them, though, and the ultimate is trying to get the orb, but they will still miss it. There's the incapacitate, but a lot of resources are going into this.
Oh my god, look at how much that just the space bar inside of her. She took almost no damage from that combo. Another firewall goes up, but he couldn't get much conflagration through it. He's going to try an M2 to put the pressure on the other side of the wall. They're doing a good job of slowly trying to match this health pool, but they have to be careful because one tiny mistake, they were able to push it, but it still gets, oh, actually they do take it. 1 health pool, Hot Biscuit will take it. Wuzak's got to be careful, though. He's now in the Queen. Blanks is going to get hunted down. The tornado to rescue him. He's going to put himself behind Kababi.
The resources are going to slowly swing in favor of Hot Biscuit and Woozak, and it's a race against time. Hot Biscuit going to be taking a lot of pressure. Every single point of damage they take is pretty permanent. They need to be careful. Avoids the X strike, and they will get another orb, and that's really going to help. Here comes a setup.
Oh, here we go into an ultimate now. Instead of the Q, the tornado comes out.
Uses the
Woozak's got to be careful though. He's out of mobility. He has no more space, no more E. Finally, he's able to jump over the wall. This could be. We see a lot of pushes from Taya and Hot Biscuit.
Does actually land the incapacity, but Hot Biscuit is going to break it immediately. The Infest does get spent, but they don't have resources to punish.
Oh, the conflagration! They're going to get another orb.
X-Strike lands on Hot Biscuit. It's so close. The Scarab takes one, and maybe a second one. Here we go. Oh no, misses it. But will still go down. This third round goes to Project Horizon. It's looking so tough. Hot Biscuit and Woozak have to play so carefully to win out this match.
And the more it closes, it's really hard to say who it's going to go to. We do see some good pushes from Hot Biscuit, but we know a push from Taya, and Blanks has a lot of ability to just not exist using Infest. And he has built the BattleRekt that actually, the Queen will be invulnerable for a second as soon as it shows up, and the first bit of damage it consumes, it will actually burst heal allies for 12 health the moment it actually takes damage the first time. So we see Hot Biscuit always trying to take it down, but it's got to be careful because it actually gives them more sustain. And it's being placed in a way where we'll almost always take damage, but now already trying to put that pressure on Blanks. He's getting down, already down to about 2/3 health, down to about half now.
This is actually looking pretty good for Hot Biscuit and Woozak. They actually avoided a lot. The Infest will go on to Croak, in fact, and now on to Kababi. That's going to give Blanks a lot of mobility here. Let's see if Hot Biscuit and Woozak can punish, but they need to run so far. Actually, will push the orb away to dodge that X-Strike. Oh, Woozak misses the leap. Could have taken the orb. We do see an
ultimate. Oh, there's the wall will come out, but he gets panicked. He can't put any damage out with the conflagration, and now the C comes out, putting on the pressure, but he couldn't get close enough. Now Blanks is going to try and match back up. He puts the heal down, but it isn't enough. He's going to get exploded with a lot of damage, but now the Piggy comes out to put on reverse pressure. The C will get off cooldown. The Piggy will be off cooldown, and now this orb will get taken.
Blanks is actually kind of low if they push in, and the ultimate might be the punishing factor. Taya gets popped up, but the healing is there. Blanks might not have cooldowns. Let's see the conflagration. There's the incapacity they're going for. Oh no! The Infest comes out. This is so close right now. Woozak needs to finish out the kill. They're having to split resources. Oh. Blanks! The body block, there it is!
Just
1v1. It's 1v1 now.
That was fantastic by Kababi to know, just to try and take out Rook. You weren't going to be able to save an ally, but maybe you could make it a 1v1.
Oh my god. Oh, the firewall's going to take it. No!
Oh, but she gets through. She uses the shift cube, and now she no longer has a push. She's got to be careful. She uses the haste, gets to the other side of the wall, mounts up. Oh man, this is getting so close. The Ignite did a little bit more damage, but she does have the Piggy.
Butter. I think Hot Biscuit is looking to petrify on the ultimate pop. That's why I think it's going to happen. He doesn't have mobility though. Oh,
and
he gets it!
Now down. He actually does get that, but now he cannot petrify.
This is so intense. He has 5 sticks of butter, so he can actually petrify and ultimate. Here it comes. He needs to jump the petrify.
Oh, he misses! Can he get the push? He's just going to take so much damage. Can he get out? He uses the E.
The ultimate!
The counter tornado! She will maybe go down.
Whoa, the X-Strike time! He dodges. It could have been a draw.
Oh, I feel their pain right now. I'm freaking out. 2 rounds to 2 rounds. Can Death by Spit stay alive in the semifinals and make it to our finals? I'm lightheaded. I have a headache. There's too much coffee. I have to use the restroom. God help me.
2-2. Project Horizon, if they win this, they will win the series. Death by Spit, if they win it, they'll tie up the maps and they have to go to a 3rd map. Oh. It's a story of whether Pestilus will make it to the finals or whether Croak Ashka will make it to the finals, really.
Will they be able to take down Blanks early on? They got a lot of pressure last round. That's why they were able to just keep it up and try and play their game. Oh, good stun on both, but it's going to be countered by Hot Biscuit. There's a conflagration, though. Oh, ripping through Swarm a bit.
The miss on Kababi. That was huge. Oh, no. The tornado gets spent, but he's still
he couldn't make it inside the wall. He couldn't do it. He tried to put the stun, knowing where the tornado would land, and he actually whiffs it. Oh, but the whiff ultimate.
Awkward.
It will give him pure fire, though, so he's going to be able to heal up a good bit. Oh, Blanks now still taking a good bit of damage. Woozak wants to keep it up. Doesn't want to let Blanks heal up. Oh, Blanks has used his spacebar, and now he's collapsing. This could be it.
The tornado now does get spent, but Hot Biscuit has conflagration. He lands another big hit on Blanks. The Queen is down, but Blanks is losing a ton of health. There's the Infest, but the mobility is good. They need to chase right now. They need to chase hard. Here comes the camouflage stun. Will land. The panic
goes the Project.
Woozak loses a ton of health, and I think it's over. The Dream might be dead here. They might have lost too much health, and the kiting was just a little bit good enough for Blanks and Kababi.
Oh my! The blind stun on Kababi to Wuzak.
Full stick of butter for Hot Biscuit.
Conflagration's out though.
The orb. Oh, will go. Actually, this is an opportunity for them. Piggy gets popped, but he gets incapacitated.
What a good camo. Oh my, will he be able to ultimate? Hot Biscuit's thinking about it. He wants to do a blind ult through the wall. But Wuzak might actually go down. Croak goes down.
Good. Hot Biscuit has one opportunity to make this happen. He's got Pure Fire. He's healing up, but I think that Kababi and Blanks have it.
Oh, he needed to get that orb. That would have been it, 50%. He puts out the wall, conflagrates through. Actually deals a ton of damage to Ty, but it's going to get healed right back up. Just gets out of that stun.
He's losing out on a lot of resources, and slowly but surely, he's running out of cooldowns.
This isn't looking great, Hot Biscuit. This isn't looking great. The panic will happen now. We're going to see the haste hunt down from Kababi, but she wasn't able to deal any damage.
The orb. Oh, it's going to go to...
Oh man, he's actually...
Hold on.
He's got an ultimate. Can he take out Blank to make it a 1v1? He wants to get the stun ult combo. There's the wall for the conflagration, protect him from the X strike, and he does get it. He's going to also deal more damage to her.
He needs Pure Fire right now. He needs healing.
He wants to get...
have it.
No, he just goes down, and that will be it for Death by Spit. Project Horizon taking 2 maps in a row. Almost staying alive, but Death by Spit goes down to the semifinals, and Project Horizon will be team number 2 to go against Bruce Lee in our grand finals.
The first seed and the second seed end up meeting in the finals. Project Horizon versus Condemned Bruce Lee, Condemned Journey and Clothes. Condemned Journey and...
I'm gonna let you do this one.
Condemned.